Nanny Doss, aka the Giggling Granny, is one of the more unsettling criminals in Alabama's history, and she was dubbed this by the media because of her giggling demeanor during her trial. Nanny was born in the Blue Mountain area in 1905. Her first husband was Charlie Braggs, whom she met and married in 1921 and divorced in 1928. He was the first and only of several husbands that would actually remain alive after being in a relationship with her. She would then go on to marry Frank Harrelson in 1929. He passed away suddenly in 1945, along with her 2 grandchildren. In 1947, she married Arlie Lanning. This was just 3 short days after they met, which was because of a Lonely Hearts column that she frequented. In 1950, he passed away after eating prunes and coffee that was made for him. And his last words were, "It must have been the coffee." And during the short-lived marriage, Arlie's mother passed away, something also attributed to Nanny. After Arlie, she went to live with her sister Dovey, who was bedridden. And Dovey passed away shortly after that. In 1952, she married Richard Morton, and her new husband from Kansas would pass away shortly. In 1953, she would marry Samuel Doss, who would shortly be admitted to the hospital and pass away as well. Nanny was investigated and was found to have around 14 victims, which included the previous people mentioned, her mother, 2 daughters, a grandson, a nephew, and another mother-in-law. All of this taking place in not just Alabama, but North Carolina, Kansas, and Oklahoma. And despite confessing to those, she was only put on trial for her last husband, Samuel Doss. And she would be seen giggling inappropriately throughout the duration of her trial, where she obtained a life sentence. In 1965, she passed away in the Oklahoma State Penitentiary due to leukemia.